Okay, in this video, I'm gonna give you a quick, succinct, step-by-step way to extend your visa for the first time if you're staying in BGC Philippines. The reason I decided to do this video was there was a bunch of videos out there and a bunch of things on the internet that were kind of inaccurate. So I'm gonna give you the real quick, step-by-step way to extend your visa the first time you extend it here in the Philippines. So most countries that you come from, when you come to the Philippines, you're going to get a 30-day tourist visa. And you can extend that visa up to 3 years, but your first extension can only be 29 days. And so you have to knock that one out. I got here and 2 weeks later, I decided to go and knock out that extension. I did it today, and that's what this video is about. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. So the first thing you're going to do if you're in BGC Philippines is you're going to jump on Google Maps and type in Bureau of Immigration. And the closest one to you is going to be a satellite office at a mall called SM Aura. And you're going to go over to there, whether you walk. I walked from uptown BGC, it took me about 20 minutes to walk there, but you can take a grab and be there in like 2 minutes, especially if it's kind of hot out or rainy. So you're going to get to this building, and the way you know you're at the right spot in the building is you're going to see this kind of crazy looking statue, and I'll show you that here, and then I'll pan over to the building, which is really just the mall, but it's this kind of crazy white L-shaped building. You're going to be at the back of it where that statue is. You're going to walk over and there's going to be 2 doors. There's going to be one close to the statue, and that's the entrance to the mall. That's not the one you want to go to. You want to keep walking and there'll be another set of doors. You walk in those doors and you'll turn left and you'll see a big bank of elevators, like 4 different banks. You go all the way to the last bank and then you go up to the 8th floor. Only certain elevators go to the 8th floor, so make sure you're on the right elevator. There's a bunch of security guards there, and they'll probably send you to the elevator you need to go to because they know you're coming there to do something with your visa. So once you get up to the 8th floor, you'll see Bureau of Immigration right in front of you, and there'll be a security guard. He'll probably hand you a little thing to fill out. If he doesn't, just ask him. Tell him you're going to extend your visa. You go fill that out. It takes a couple minutes to fill it out. And then you go back to that security guard and he gives you a little number. Then you walk all the way, you turn right and you walk all the way to the end. There's a bunch of different windows. The windows you're interested in are windows 18 and 19 or somewhere near that. Maybe when other people are working, maybe it's 17, 18, 19, and 20. But the day I was there, it's 18 and 19. I think it says receiving or something like that on it. And you'll see a little TV to the far right, and that shows what number you're they're on. I only had to wait like 5 or 10 minutes. They called my number. I went up. I gave them my passport and that piece of paper. A lot of people say you need like photos and some other things like copies of your passport. I did not need that. All I needed was my passport and that form I filled out when I walked in. That's what when I talk about like a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of inaccurate information out there. So once you turn it into that guy, actually you have a choice when you're at that stage. You can either come back in a couple days and pick up your extension, or which costs around 2,000 Philippine pesos, or you can pay 3,060 Philippine pesos, so another about 1,000 pesos, and you can have it back that day, like within like 20 minutes. On the website it says within 2 hours, but it was like 15 or 20 minutes for me. So after you hand it to that receiving guy, then he'll hand you a couple of receipts and you go over to some people to pay, which is right next to where the receivables are. It's like 27, 28, and 29 or something like that. You'll see it. It'll say cashier. You walk over to them, you pay whatever money you got to pay, and then they'll send you to this other window, which I think is 25 or something like that. They're all near each other. You walk over to that window, you let that lady know you paid, you give her your stuff. She already has like your passport and everything already. They delivered it from the other window. And then she says sit down and I'll call you in 30 minutes. For me, it was like 10 or 15 minutes. She called me up, gave me my passport with a little sheet. So they don't put a new stamp in your passport. They just give you a sheet that shows when you're extended to. Now, something I did find out at this Bureau of Immigration satellite location, next time I want to extend, they can do up to 2 months at that satellite location. If I want a 6-month extension, I have to go to a main immigration place. I can't go to the satellite place, but I'm just going to go there because that's all I need is another 2 months. But you can extend up to 3 years and you can get all these different lengths of extension. So that's my Cliff Notes version. It's a really easy process. Once I was there, it only took about an hour, and I didn't even get there at a great time. I got there at like 10 o'clock, 10:30. There was already a bunch of people there. And it was the easiest immigration process I've ever been a part of. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a Cliff Notes version of how to extend your 30-day tourist visa the first time if you're in BGC. Super easy. Thanks for watching. See you next video.